Hello, and welcome to Rimworld. So I didn't want my YouTube channel to be all about just me ragging on someone else's video for being creeper, so I decided to do a Let's Play. And there's not very many games that I can really record, and even this game I tried a couple of times to make a video, and it just wasn't really coming out. The quality of the video actually aiming at my face was choppy at best, and so I just decided to not do that. And so we're gonna play a little bit of Rimworld, and I did start a colony already from that last game that I tried to record, and it just didn't. The videos didn't come out so well, but the actual colony came out pretty well, and so we're gonna play that. And if you haven't heard of this game before, which I find difficult to believe that there aren't too many people who haven't heard of it. It has been out for a while, but if you haven't heard of it, it is a kind of a hard to describe actually. It's almost like a game called Dwarf Fortress, and there's really very few other examples that I can think of, or maybe I'm not aware of them. But it is a colony management simulator. And so you get into really like the nitty-gritty, the fine details of actually managing a colony and telling them where to store their food, managing their electricity, cooling the food in a refrigerator, and setting up rooms, bedrooms, managing their mood state, making sure they don't go crazy. And you'll get random wanderers that join in, and they have random stats. And each character has little quirks about them that make them either better or worse at certain things. And so I just started a new game. I threw in the 3 starting characters that is in the sort of base scenario, and you can even go in and edit your scenario, make certain events happen more often or less often, completely cancel them out. And so some stuff has already happened in the other videos I had recorded. Sadly, just because the actual webcam didn't turn out very well, it was really choppy, I kind of scrapped them. So to kind of recap on what happened, everybody was attacked by a squirrel. That's why there's all this blood here. This person right here that's resting cannot shoot for shit, and so the squirrel got a lot of bites out of him, but it's dead now, and these 2 guys are kind of picking up the slack. So we're gonna just start off from here, because I really don't want to start over again, and those other videos were pretty crap. But hopefully my commentary on this one should be a little bit better, just because I already have an idea of what I was gonna say. So yeah, here we have some guys cutting down some trees, because they need to go ahead and plant the rest of this with potatoes. And hopefully, yeah, we still got plenty of room in our storage space over here for trees. And plenty of room in our fridge, so things should go pretty well. It should be a pretty successful season. And I really love these kind of games. Really, there's a lot of what's called emergent gameplay that comes out of them, because it's an interaction between a lot of different systems, and it's like a little simulation. Not necessarily as detailed as you would want to make a serious simulation, but it's simulated to the point that when these systems interact with each other, sort of new things can happen. And there was actually a little bit of controversy surrounding this game, or so I've heard. I've never actually experienced the specific thing. Oh, see, here's a great example of emergent gameplay. And so the squirrel, the reason the squirrel was attacking my characters was because it was one of the events in the game, and an animal will a random chance that an animal in the forest will go mad and attack your colonists. And so it was attacking my colonists. It bit Lumi here, and Lumi contracted a disease from an infection in her right leg. And that's what I love about this game, is it gets that specific. Of course, the game Dwarf Fortress actually gets even more specific. It gets incredibly detailed, but the actual artwork and the learning curve to a game like Dwarf Fortress is so high that it's very difficult to get into. And I'm not sure if it would make necessarily a great Let's Play video. I wouldn't really want to do a Let's Play on Dwarf Fortress. It's a very difficult game to get into. I can, however, get into this. I'm not very good at it, but I can get into it. And I need to restrict wood from being placed in here, because I don't want wood being placed in there. I have a place for wood, and it's way over here. Alright, so hopefully this won't be too bad. I do have some medicine there, and I really need to get... okay, I think they did take the weapons. You kind of start with a little bit of material just scattered about. And see, here's another wanderer that joined. So that's one of the random events that can happen, and we need to build them a bed. So, go over here into the furniture tab, and plop down a bed. And they're just going to have to make do with this living arrangements for now. I need to kind of make sure they've got food for the winter. And this place needs to start cutting out some stone blocks. Any stone block. I'm not very good at these sort of games, so do forever. No, do until you have. Yes, okay, perfect. And I want them to make stone blocks so that I can build something other than wood walls, because wood walls will catch fire. And if a fire starts in the forest, or if someone starts a fire because they have a mental breakdown because of their needs, that's one of the things I need to check on this person. They're incapable of dealing with animals or people. Great. Beast Slayer. Ooh. Well, at least they'll be good at... ooh, they've got a passion for research. Yeah. Oh boy, Bloodlust gets a rush from hurting people. That's gonna be great. Anyways, what was I talking about before? Talking about controversy? Yeah, there's a controversy surrounding this game, and it had to do with the emergent properties of this game that sort of come out, the emergent gameplay features, I guess, although I don't know if you'd necessarily want to call it a gameplay feature, and it just happened to sort of coincide with a very hot political debate right now, I guess you want to call it, or just very contentious issues today between... So the situation that would arise that was kind of controversial was that you can have gay characters in the game. That's one of the traits that they can have, is being attracted to the opposite sex, which is kind of weird in and of itself that would have to be a specific trait, whereas a straight character has no trait. I thought that was more controversial than anything else. I'm like, why does it have to be a specific trait that they're gay? Why can't straight be a specific trait? But whatever. Oh boy, another mental break. Maybe this isn't a good time. Oh great, the guy who likes hurting people. Okay, cool. Everyone's gonna die, watch. I'm really bad at these games. Everyone's gonna die. And it's gonna be Ray's fault. I can blame it all on Ray. Ugh. Hopefully Ray just goes off into the forest and dies somewhere. He doesn't even have a bed yet. That's probably why he's all mad. What are you doing? Okay. Oh, look. See, he's being nice now. Cool. Cool. Just chill, Ray. As long as you're gonna be chill. Anyways, so you could have gay characters in the game, and so one of the issues that someone had cited, I think it was on a Reddit or something. I'm like telling this story secondhand off of someone else who saw it also secondhand, and they did a much better job of covering it. But you could have a gay character in the game, and you could have a character of the opposite sex sort of develop an attraction to that character, and then they would hit on that character, and they would get rejected, and after they were rejected by that character, they would get a debuff, and that would decrease their mood state, and then they would get into this cycle of hitting on that character and getting rejected, and hitting on that character and getting rejected, and their mood state would get so bad that they would go do what Ray just did and have a mental breakdown. And it was kind of, that's kind of weird, because there's some people in life who say that kind of thing really happens, and I'm sure it has happened to someone before, that someone just wouldn't let up on hitting on them despite them not being interested in it. And I think that's a bigger subject than just homosexuality. I think it has to do a little bit with sexism, because it was more specifically about oh great, Raider. Oh, just one dude? Is that all? Just one guy? Well, we'll see. We'll see how much raiding they do. Anyways, I do think it had to do with sexism, though. I think it really did. I think it had to do with, everybody knows the old story. Is this person going to be able to do it? Probably not. Whatever, they're going to have to do it. Where's that raider? I can't find the raider. Where's the raider? Oh, there they are. It was right in front of me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, bad things. Bad things. God, everybody's gonna die. Shoot him! Shoot him already! But, you know, everybody knows the old story. Someone's doing the whole sexual advance thing or relationship advance thing, and the other person's not interested, and the person who's overly interested will not give it up, and they're getting depressed. They're literally depressing themselves because they're not taking a hint. And so I think that's what the real controversy was about, and they just happen to be, you know, wrapped up in all these other things that it could have also been about, but it really, I think more than anything, had to do with that. But, you know, it did also have a little bit to do with the fact that there were gay characters in the game, and I think the specific instance that was being cited was between a lesbian character and a straight male character in the game, and so we can all kind of see where the contention would arise out of something like that. You know, it's unfortunate because I think I don't know really if that's what the developer had intended. I don't think it was what they had intended, and it's just one person working on this game, and they're one person with one perspective. It's really difficult to make a game this complicated and foresee every issue that might come up. And so it was just interesting to see that the game's simulations could lead to, you know, unforeseen consequences like that and become a contentious issue like that. Oh boy, Lumi died already. Great. This is all going so well. I told you everybody's gonna die under my watch. I'm just the worst person possible for this. You know what we need? We need a grave. And we need a prisoner's room, because we might actually need this raider. And this is one of the cool features about this game. You can just cram someone in a prisoner's room if they are not yet dead, like Lumi here. And so we're going to go ahead and toss them right in here. Hopefully. This is all going to have to get built before... ooh. He's just going to have to go ahead and sit out here and suffer, because I can't declare any one of these beds a prisoner's bed until they have its own room. And it doesn't look like it's going to have its own room for a little bit here. And these guys are all going to sleep right next to their dead buddy. Ooh. Tough luck. Tough luck. Boy, this is not looking good. The beginning of these games is always the most difficult part. Anyways, I think I'm going to call this episode here. I hope you like watching this game. I might play some more of it, continue this thing. I was kind of disheartened at the first couple of videos that I made that didn't turn out well. And I hope the contention behind this game didn't dissuade you. This guy's dead now. Guess we're not going to need this anymore. I hope it actually made you interested in the game. I hope the complexity to it drives you to go ahead and try it out, because it is well worth your time, despite the contention. And that will do it for moi. So, I'm going to save this, and I'll see you guys in the next... Oh, wait, and I don't want to steal friggin' Markiplier's thing. I will... Come back again next time. Bye-bye. No, crap. Come see this video. I will watch YouTube with... just bye.